This is Birth Order, a horizontally scrolling bullet hell shooter, or at least bullet hell light. And the core gameplay idea is that the enemies have different auras around them that respond to different kinds of shots, and only those kinds of shots. So you need to use the appropriate button and the appropriate shot to destroy them. I've seen people complain this takes away the challenge or makes the game easier, but I don't think those people have played shooters very often, because this mechanic actually makes the game much more difficult and stressful. Because in many other bullet hell shooters, in fact I'd say most, there is a point at which you can just sort of stop paying attention and spray bullets in the general direction of the enemy you are trying to destroy, and your eyes can instead focus on your ship, and the bullets coming towards your ship, rather than focusing on both your ship and the enemies. But in Birth Order, you don't get to do that. You have to meticulously eye the right side of the screen, making sure that you're firing the right kind of shot at the right kind of enemies, that you're prioritizing the right kind of shot properly, because you can't fire more than one kind of shot at a time, of course. So it requires more brain power, not less, because instead of just going into a mode where you can pay attention to only your ship and the enemy bullets, you have to split your attention between way more than you do in normal bullet hell shooters. There are some interesting sub-mechanics, such as cards you gain for completing levels and a board game overworld, where landing on certain spaces grants you certain abilities. You can blow up certain spaces to make them skippable, and each space you land on has different enemy types associated with it, so you may want to skip certain enemy types and locations instead of going for them. The main goal of the game is to move around the board, defeating the boss that holds the key, and then moving your way over to the final boss, which requires the key to unlock it. And then after you've beaten the final boss, you've won. But how you get there is entirely up to you. You can take the rail spaces, which are significantly more difficult than normal stages, but get you there faster. Or you can take the slow route and collect more cards, which give you power-ups, or a combination of both. The board layout changes each time, which allows for a lot of replayability, and sometimes you may just get better rolls than others, but no matter what, if you're good at the game, then you should be able to make it to the end. The card mechanics and additional spaces and abilities you get, that's just really there to help you out. If you're actually good at dodging all the bullets and pressing the right buttons at the right time, you don't need any of that. It's just nice to have. Even the minor mechanics have some small nuances to them, such as when you equip a shield to your ship, it gets a wider hitbox, so it actually makes it easier to hit, and your shield will drain quickly as a result. Nearly every power-up comes with small details like this. In fact, nearly every facet of the game comes with small details like this, and I think that's to be appreciated given the game is only around 16 minutes long if you finish it. But, of course you're not going to finish it on the first time through, so could be anywhere from 1 hour to 5 hours, depending on how good you are or what rolls you get. I've never really played another bullet hell shooter that feels quite like this one. I have played a lot of bullet hell shooters, though. The game is probably a little bit too abrasive and polarizing for me to say whether everyone will enjoy it or even whether fans of the genre will enjoy it, but I think it was good at what it tried to do, and I really like the style it's going for.